Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Aliya Gisni with student number 232122034. I'm from class B and I will presentation of the speech mechanism. The first, human versus animals. The most significant difference between a humans and an animals that a human is able to talk while an animal is not. The ability to talk is predestined. Humans are endowed with a biological makeup that separates them from animals. The structure of the lungs, the mouth, and the brain enable humans to manipulate the sounds in such a way that they become distinctive when produced. The lungs are so set up that they can inhale and exhale the air and regulate it as desired. The location of the epiglottis, which is low at the back part of the mouth, makes the pairing roomy enough to act as a resonator. The tongue is also flexible, enabling it to move in various directions. The even space fit also make it possible to manipulate the, the intended sound. Above all, the brain of a human being is organized and structured in such a way that it allows a human to comprehend what is spoken by other and produce what he intends to say. The division of the brain into left and right hemisphere also spares humans from animals. The left hemisphere, which is primar- which is primarily for language, has areas which are specifically designed for language use. The Wernicke area, for instance, is for understanding what people say. The Broca area, assisted by the motor cortex, is for our speech production. The two are connected by millions of fibers called the arcuate fasciculus fasciculus to ensure that whatever one hears can be transmitted to the Broca area for future action. Due to this endowment, humans are able to communicate with other humans by using a language. This is not to say, however, that animals are not capable of communication among themselves. They are, but they use mean which is not language in the way we normally use the term. Bees are able to tell other bees that there is a nectar available, the distance from the hive, and how much there mm, is by doing a certain type of dance. The nectar finder would perform an eight-shaped um, movement while the tail wiggles. The more wiggles it produces, the more nectar is indicated. Using the sun as the um, compass, the bee will dance in such a way that indicate which direction the nectar is located. The dance would also indicate the distance between the hive and the nectar. In a nutshell, we can say that both animals and humans are capable of communication. However, the main use are different. Human is endowed with a biological and neurological mechanism to produce distinctive sounds which make up meaningful units referred to as word. With this kind of mechanism of human is capable of being creative and the use of the sound produced. He would move the front part of tongue high to produce a high vowel a as in beat. He can also move the back part of the tongue high to make the sound oo as a boo. 2. The speech mechanism. In order for a person to produce a sound, he needs four fundamental elements. First, the line. The second, the vocal folds. The third, the resonator. And last, the articulator. The lungs are in the form of a soft and spongy mass which function like a pump that can take in air and push it out as well. When a human being breathes, he inhale the air from the outside. This process causes the lungs to deflate. When he exhales, the lungs inflate, pushing the air out. When a human wants to produce a sound, he pushes out the air from the lungs. The air passes through the larynx, where it located the folds. The air might or may not be modified by the vocal folds. The function of the vocal fold is, among other things, to determine whether the sound is voice or voiceless. Determine whether a sound, particularly a consonant, is voiceless or voiceless. We need to look at the voice and onset time, commonly abbreviated as VOT. VOT is the time gap between the release of a consonant and the vibration of the vocal fold. As an example of the VOT, pay attention to the sound p and b as in a word pat and bat. In the view of the fact that Indonesian B, D, and G are not voiced nor voiceless in the same way as their English counterpart. Perhaps these three sounds are produced within the vicinity of 20 40 million second further uh, research must be done before we can draw any definite conclusion. A less scientific way to whether a sound is voice or the voiceless is by putting our finger tightly into our holes while pronouncing the sounds. Say p and b. You will not this for that p and the sound is kind of like while for the is heavy. After passing through the forecast for the air goes further up to the pairing where it is resonate. The pairing is a muscular tube extending from the base of the skull the, to the esophagus behind the larynx. As it leaves the pairing that has the choice to go through the mouth or the nose. When it goes out through the mouth, the back part of the soft palate and the uvula closes and nasal passage, preventing the air from escaping through the nasal cavity. Also, and produced this way are called oral sounds. When air goes out through the nose, the phloem and uvula are lowered, allowing the air to go through the nose. The airstream from the lungs is blocked by a certain part of the mouth, but it is then released through the nose. Sounds produced this way are called nasals. Inside the mouth, they are part that block the airstream. This part are called the articulator. So we have the eyelid, the teeth, the tongue, and the palate. The lip can be moved to be in for contact with each other to block the airstream. When the air is then released through the mouth, we have the oral sound p and b. When the air releases through the nose, we have the nasal sound mm. The lower lip can also be in contact with the tip of the upper teeth. The air escapes through the narrow opening, and the sound produced are the fricative f as in fairy, and v as in fairy. The tongue is divided into sections. The part closest to the front called the tip of the tongue. Slightly behind it is the blade, followed further back by the front the back and the root. How a sound is produced varies from language to language, and the English T, for instance, is produced with aspiration, a strong proof of a rapid occurs and word initial position and under a strong stress. The same sound T in Indonesian is without aspiration. Under thus, there contains some Indonesian place the tongue tip not on the alveolar ridge, but on the back part of the upper teeth, producing a T which is more dental than alveolar. I think it's enough. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.